All right, here we are. Welcome, everybody. I'm so glad you're joining us. Thank you for bearing with us. We started a couple minutes late. Welcome to our Skincare in the Raw Hangout on Air. I'm going to dive in and give you really the bullet points of the content that we're going to be discussing in this 30-minute HOA, and then I'm going to introduce you to our panelists, who are tremendous. So let me just go through this with you. We're going to be talking about skin is the largest organ, so how we want to feed it and protect it. We're going to be talking about raw skincare, its potency when it's fresh and free of preservatives and additives. We're going to be talking about organic essential oils and rose water and why organic plant medicine is so important. We're going to be talking about handcrafting. We've got some alchemists with us today that handcraft a raw organic skincare line that's amazing. And I look forward to talking about that. So really the power in handcrafting and using those products on our skin. So how high vibrational, so it's the meditative process and the conscious creation of handcrafting. And healing waters, how high vibrational waters can heal inside and out. Awesome, right? How awesome is that? And the Magic Trifecta, plants plus waters plus earth. So yay! So joining me today is Deborah Haugen, the founder of Gemstone Organic. You'll want to know about Gemstone Organic, so if you don't already, just terrific, terrific products. And then we have Sarah Clement, that also is an alchemist behind Gemstone Organic. So welcome, ladies. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So, oh, good. Thank you. So let's dive right into this. Skin is the largest organ. How do we feed it and protect it?
Well, our skin is the largest organ on our body. So it's very porous, and although it does protect our insides, it actually absorbs everything that it's coming in contact with. So when we're putting skincare on our bodies, we want to make sure that those ingredients are actually food grade because they're going into your system.
Yeah, that's a really important point. I mean, friends at home, if you look at the ingredients in the skincare products that you're using, do you want to put that in your mouth? You know, probably not. And so it's a really valid point.
And it's really important that you understand that about how your skin takes on so much of the environmental effects. So feeding your skin from the outside is really important because when you realize that when you feed yourself from the inside, you're really feeding your larger organs first, your brain and other things, and your skin can almost get the nutrients last. So feeding it from the outside can be really helpful in giving you that extra protection from the environmental, harshness. So it's a great way to really understand that you want to feed your skin from the outside as much as from the inside.
Yes, absolutely. And friends that know me well know that I'm always just putting food right on my face, right? I can't like peel a kiwi or eat a kiwi without putting that inside of that kiwi skin right on my face. So yes, and chocolate and spirulina, but yeah, all of that. That's a really important point. And what about the raw aspect? Now, your products are raw? You use just raw ingredients, and why is that important?
We use raw oils and butters because just like when you eat raw foods, you're getting a lot more potent nutrients because it's coming straight from the earth. It's fresh. All those vitamins and minerals are still intact. So when we're using raw oils, butters in our skincare products, those vitamins are still in there. We do not need to add any vitamins, any derivatives, additives to our skincare products because those ingredients are so raw and fresh that they're being delivered right to your skin.
Absolutely. Very nice. So what's the process? Are you guys creaming them together so nothing is cooked?
Well, what you want to know is that we only bring the oils to a point of melting so that we can blend them with the waters. And one of the most important aspects of our raw ingredients is our gemstone essence, which is also a very, low pH balance for your skin, because even though the internal part of your body needs a high alkaline water, your skin needs a low alkaline water so that it doesn't dry it out. And so when we blend that rose water with the gemstone essence, we just have to bring that oils to a melting point and that's all we do. So it's really never bringing it to a temperature that's going to take any of the vitamins or minerals out.
That's brilliant. And tell us more about gemstone essences. I know everyone wants to hear about that. It's like, what? Tell us about that.
Right, and that's one of the parts that we think is our, magic of our cream is the fact that we actually infuse our waters with the gemstone essence of the different rocks and gemstones and crystals. So we take the gemstones, the crystals, and we infuse them into the water, so you're getting not only, the healing properties of the butters and the oils, you're getting the healing properties and the metaphysical properties of the gemstones that we use. And so, we're using moonstone, raw gold, rubies, rose quartz, and jade. And those are the major ones. And then we also use other select crystals that are great for your skin, but also going to enhance those essential oils, which are also very healing. And those are the only oils that we use as a preservative.
Yeah, and these are like some of the most potent things in nature, essential oils and definitely gem essence. Because, friends, when you think about crystals, they're literally immortal. I mean, some of these crystals have been around for hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years. I mean, in essence, rocks, last a very, very, very long time. They outlive most everything else.
They do. They carry all that energy from the earth when they're being formed. And we like to explain it to people who might not be familiar with gemstone essence that it's really similar to taking a mineral springs bath. When you're laying in that water and you're absorbing all those high vibrational minerals and gem essence, just like in a hot springs. And those are the ways the cream, you're applying that right onto your skin. So you're going to feel rejuvenated. You're going to feel those mineral essences. It's a really beautiful thing.
Yeah, it really is. It's powerful. There's so much to the unseen world. There's so much that we don't see that it's subtle. The subtle power in that. Yeah. So, and what is, there's so many products that I see that have awesome ingredients, and then they just blow it in the end game. There's preservatives, like one or two, and you're like, why? So talk to me about preservatives.
I'm sorry, about preservatives?
About preservatives, yeah.
Well, it's really important that people know we are 100% organic, not 90% organic, not 99% organic, because that's when you find that they have a ton of good ingredients in their skincare, and then they're throwing in alcohols and preservatives and sneaking in those little nasties at the end. The difference. And
why do they do that? Not to interrupt you, but it increases the shelf life, I'm assuming, so it just makes the business easier.
Exactly. It's a longer shelf life for higher profits. But those ingredients are not in there to heal your skin. And the difference with us is that we only choose ingredients that are amazing for your skin, and that's the only reason that we put them in the cream.
Yes.
And I also just want to add that, even though I think we've mentioned it before, we are 100% food edible. So everything in our creams is edible. And that's why we call it food grade, and that's why we call it raw, because really everything in it is edible, and it's actually safe for anybody. You can get it in your eyes, you can use it on your lips, and it really makes a big difference as far as stepping out and doing something like that because of the low shelf life. And when you have a raw, product like that, you have a shelf life.
Yeah. So tell me about your ingredients. What are your, I know you have some ingredients that are used in all of your creams, and then you have some ingredients that are specific to one cream, but tell me about your ingredients.
Well, all of our creams contain rose water and oils and butters, but some of the differences are that 3 of our creams contain apricot and coconut oil as the base, and 2 of them contain hemp oil, one with shea butter and one with a combination of hemp and coconut oil. And they all contain different blends of essential oils depending on, your skin type and the way that we've put these together.
And your apricot oil is really high in linoleic acid, which is just great for plumping and soothing and giving you all those vitamins and minerals. And hemp oil, which very few people use, is again has a low shelf life because of its really high omegas 3s, omegas 6s, and it's really close to your own skin lipids, so it absorbs very deeply into your skin, and it's just really a great way to feed your skin.
So true. Now, which of your creams, okay, so you have gold, which I have a few of them here. These creams are so, the texture is amazing, you guys. I mean, the what you've created with the texture is amazing, and they absorb totally into your skin. So they don't leave you feeling oily, which is really nice. Which ones have the apricot in them? The apricot oil?
The apricot, okay, go ahead, Sarah.
The rose quartz, the moonstone, and the jade are all apricot and coconut oil based.
Cool.
And when you have there is the gold, which is a hemp oil blended with coconut oil.
You guys see this? Wait, that's not the way you want to go. There we go. The gold.
Yep. And then...
Oh, that's upside down.
No, that's not.
No, that's not. I'm backwards. So, okay, there's a couple because I'm familiar. You guys that are watching, you know that I put fresh raw stuff on my face all the time, and I'm really knowledgeable about the oils. But there was some in here that I had not heard of, which was awesome. So, ladies, would you tell me about the? I am just going to pronounce this terribly, probably. It's Cupuacu Cupuacu butter.
Cupuaçu.
Oh, tell me about that.
Cupuaçu butter is actually a fruit, and so it comes from Brazil, and it's really a great replacement for lanolin. And it's able to really help keep that moisture in your face, and just really great. It's got great UV capabilities for protecting you from the sun. It's just a really beautiful butter that's going to be able to keep you moist and keep you smooth. It's something that's becoming more and more popular.
Is it? Yeah? Well, what about also the BABASSU oil? I've never heard of that either.
The babasu oil.
Babasu.
The babasu oil is another nut butter from Brazil, and it is also, again, really good at helping keep your skin smooth, helping smooth out your skin, and it's a little bit closer to that borage oil, so it's really good at penetrating and helping to keep that vitamins and minerals in.
Wonderful. Now, as the alchemist creating this, I mean, I can imagine there's such a plethora of ingredients to choose from in nature. How do you get started with picking and differentiating between what ingredients are going to go in the rose quartz and what's going to go in the gold in terms of the oils and the fruits? Can you tell me about your process?
I think the process came to me through trying to create something that was going to be vegan. And as I researched different oils, I came up with a combination that really just seemed to gel together. I would just say that it's almost like I would say the plants and the gemstones and the waters all talked to me about what they liked. And as I put it together, then it just really came together as a beautiful, beautiful face cream.
Yeah, it's a symphony, and it just like works, it's like, oh, yeah.
And they kind of do that when they come together, when you're making it, and not to jump into handcrafting, but that's how the handcrafting process comes together.
That's what I was leading into. Yes, please tell me more about the handcrafting process.
So the handcrafting process is something that we take so seriously in the sense of being really in tune with what we're working with, and so even as the product comes into our house, we're really telling it that we're so glad that it's here to work with us, and thanking every step of the way that it got here, whether it's through the growth through the truck, through the hands that put it into the truck. And then we take those and we put them together with the water, and as the gemstones and the water and the plants blend together, we're really working together with them in a very meditative state, feeling like we are on very sacred ground, because they are very much a part of what creates the healthy ability for it to come to you with that healing properties. It's not me. I am just the vessel to pulling these things together. And when you're
but you have the awareness, which is so powerful, of letting it all flow in that high vibrational space, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
And not all products are made like that. Sorry to interrupt you, Sarah, but just to say that, friends, remember, certainly not many products are really made like that. They're made in big factories with a lot of chemicals, a lot of machines, and it's just not the same experience or really the same energy at all that you're letting your skin drink in. So sorry to interrupt you, Sarah. What were you saying?
No, exactly. It's so different from manufacturing because it's more like a ceremonial art while we're doing the handcrafting. And this is a long process that takes all day to really take with intention these ingredients and take the time to put our intention into them as we're mixing and blending. And that's really where the magic is created.
Yeah, for sure. And all these ingredients hold intention because they're all water. You know, they're all plant-based, you know, water-based ingredients. I mean, they're oil, but it's like an oil of a plant is still, you know, there's water in that. Yeah, they hold that.
And we really believe that that is the part of the healing process. And I just can't emphasize that enough. That, you know, as we are putting this together and as we are, you know, blending the gemstones in the waters and then turning around and, you know, blending the oils and the waters together, it really does. It creates a lot of happiness for us because we really feel like it is a process of love. And so when you get it, we really want you to feel that you're putting love on your body and on your face because that's really what it is.
It comes through. It does. I mean, it does come through. Yeah, it's magnificent.
It's just like food that's home cooked. And when somebody home makes you a meal and they're putting all that love and energy into it, you can taste the difference.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now let's talk about the healing waters. Because you had mentioned with the waters, you know, you're mixing these, you know, the gem essence with the waters. So let's talk about water. I know a lot about water. Water is so powerful. So what do you guys have to say about the healing waters?
Well, first, besides just the gemstone water, we use more than a purified water in our product. So we use a reverse osmosis water, which means there's absolutely no fluoride in it, no fluorine, no trace elements of any of those chemicals. And it also has a slightly acidic pH, which is perfect for your skin.
Great, great.
And I think that healing water, as we all know today, is just so vital for, you know, whether you're drinking it or whether you're putting it on your body or whether you're bathing in it, whether you're swimming in it. I think healing waters are just like part of, you know, where we come from. I mean, we're made up of so much water. We talk to ourselves, we heal ourselves through water, and so I just feel like the healing waters through the gemstones and then the plant, you know, the plant spirits and the gemstone spirits are just really important as far as, you know, living life today, whether you're drinking it, whether you're eating your food, whether you're, you know, you're just being thankful through the whole process.
And relating to the mineral kingdom and the plant kingdom in that way, we're accessing a part of, you know, their magic and their power. Because minerals, I mean, we're made up of minerals.
That's right.
You know, it's like we need them. So we're actually getting minerals from the gem essence as well as their metaphysical properties. So people might be wondering, how do you do the gem essence? So you want to explain that process?
Sure. We do a water that is infused either through crystals, because not all gemstones you can put into the water because of their different properties. So we either put it in the water or we, you know, put it into the water through crystal wands, and do different types of gridding and do selection of different type of, you know, gemstones. We always use the gemstone of the cream. So you're always getting the raw gold in gold. You're always getting the moonstone in the moonstone. You're always getting the rose quartz, etc. But then we blend those with, you know, other select crystals each time, so that you are getting all the properties of not only for your skin, but like for the rose quartz, for your heart. You know, we're really very focused on the moonstone for the feminine side of you, for that moon balancing properties. The gold is much more sun powered. Sarah, do you want to?
Yeah, I want to mention also that we take our healing waters and we actually soak them under the full moon. So we let the moon energy.
Moonbathe them. I love it.
Yeah, we are moon mamas, and we're soaking that water in the moonlight and using our full moon water. We also use new moon water, and that's really important to us.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the moon moves the tide, right? It moves the ocean. It is so powerful.
It
So
moves
it's great
all
that
of
you're
it.
accessing that. Yeah, yeah. You're accessing that. I love that. So let's talk about the Magic Trifecta. Plants plus waters plus earth. So what do you ladies have to say about that?
Well, we really believe in this magic trifecta of the plants, the earth, which is the gemstone and the minerals, and then the healing waters like we talked about. And we take all three of those, and in connection, they really create even more power. We put those all together with our love and intention, and it is just like a magic light beam coming from those products.
Yeah, and they really do. I mean, it's like when the first time I put on the gold, I honestly felt my face was just like brighter. I was like, wow. So that's pretty amazing. Because intention, it's like how intention is energy, and so that energy is going to have to manifest somewhere, and manifest in the relationship you have with it. You know, lifts you.
And we always say that it's going to make your skin sing, and now I'm really realizing that I think it's that high vibrational pitch of, oh, you know, you kind of hear that reverberation because it is all high vibrational ingredients.
For sure.
Yeah.
I like that.
And when you're doing that alchemy, that blending of the three, and you really are paying attention to the plant divas, I mean, the rose waters, you know, they're just so high vibrational. They're there. They're with you. You can't help but feel them.
Yeah, yeah. And it's just so fun to interact with them, you know, to really acknowledge what they are. It's such a simple pleasure. I mean, it's an elegant pleasure, but so many that, you know, somebody could just put aside and not really understand the dynamic of it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So what else do you ladies want to say about really the importance of using raw, organic, vegan, plant food skincare?
Well, just like we said, your skin is your largest organ, and you really want to feed it as well as we're trying to take care of our insides. So we're trying to buy more raw, whole food ingredients and skip the processed stuff, the additives, the preservatives. So the same goes for your skin. And for our shelf life being, you know, 4 to 5 months, is actually a really long time to keep your food. You want to keep updating your herbs and your produce in your fridge every week. And so our skincare, we like it to last you for about 1 to 2 months, and we prefer for you to come back and get a fresh, you know, handcrafted product that was just made, so that all the potency is still in those plant materials.
Do you suggest that people refrigerate the products?
I would say only refrigerate them if you feel like you're not going to use them within that 60-day window. Okay. I mean, you know, if you're someplace where you feel like you're going to be in really hot weather and you don't have a way to keep it cool, but I mean, I think that our products are made so fresh that you should be able to go through them, and then we keep them in those small 1-ounce jars so that you will go through them within 30 to 45 days is what we usually suggest. And I just want to also mention, you know, again, something a little bit more on the essential oils and the importance of organic essential oils. And that's what we use basically as our preservative, is only the essential oils for just a little bit of fragrance too. But organic essential oils are so important because of its concentrated, you know, ability to be in the cream as an oil. And when you're making that rose water and you're distilling that water from the rose petals, the oil is the byproduct, or actually the hydrosol is the byproduct of the oil. So they come from the same place, but it's very concentrated. So if you're not doing organic, you're really getting a high concentration of toxins. So I just wanted to mention that too, and that's one of the reasons why we think raw is so important, is you really don't want to take any chances of getting any of those high concentrations of toxins or anything else in you. And it's really important for the environment. We want to work with organic farmers. We want to support organic farmers because the soils today are the reason why the foods don't carry as much nutrition, because we're depleting our soils so much. So organic gardening is just as important as, you know, buying organic products.
Yeah, it's so true. Thank you for that reminder. We all can contribute in that way by what we use, by obviously what we eat, but then also what we put on our skin, and our personal hair or our personal care products. And so it's wonderful for all of you guys out there. It's a wonderful way for you guys to contribute to the environment by using super clean products. Yeah. Thank you.
And that's also why we choose glass packaging, not only for our creams, but for our hydrosols too. It's really important for that to be able to be recycled. And that way you know that your product isn't leaching any chemicals. You know, when you're using a plastic container, your product can be leaching a lot of those chemicals, even if it is an organic product. So that's really important for us too.
Yeah, that's super important. I was going to just bring up your hydrosol. So do you want to tell everybody what you guys have?
Well, I'm just going to quick say something, and then I'm going to let Sarah, you know, expound on the hydrosols a little more. But I really want you to know that when we are working with the hydrosols in gemming the hydrosols, it's really a beautiful thing, because those hydrosol plants just really work so beautifully with the gemstones, and we feel like the gem essence is part of the magic of our hydrosols.
Maybe you guys can make a little video for us of you making your hydrosols of the process.
We might just do that.
Yeah, pyramids around. No, but that would be cool. You know, people like to see that kind of stuff too. You know, the vibration that it's created in. That's awesome. Thank you.
Do you want to say anything else on the hydrosols, Sarah?
Just for anybody who might not be familiar with what a hydrosol is a hydrosol is taking the plant material and distilling it. And the byproduct of that, there's two. There's the oil that comes out of the plant, and then there's the water. And we use the essential oils, but we also use that plant water because it's still full of the healing properties. It's not as concentrated as the essential oils, which is good because it's gentle. You can spray it directly on your skin. It's gentle for all skin types. I mean, you can spray it right into your mouth. It's also food-grade edible, just like all of our other products. And it still has those healing plant properties to whichever hydrosol variety that you're choosing.
Right. That's wonderful. And tell us what your hydrosols are.
We have a rose auto hydrosol, a lavender hydrosol, which is really sweet and honey-like lavender.
Oh, nice.
We have a wild sage hydrosol, which is great for your more oily skin. We have lang lang, which is a really fragrant blossom.
Nice.
If you've never smelled that, it's very similar to like a jasmine.
Oh, nice. Right.
We also have calendula. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
We have calendula, and then we have Deb's favorite, which is the helichrysum.
That's one I was trying to jump on.
Oh, nice. Right. Nice. That's very unique. I haven't heard of a hydrosol of that.
For helichrysum?
Yeah.
Oh, you'd love it, Blythe.
Oh, yeah?
It's a little, some people think it smells a little medicinal, but it's a really fresh, and it's really a lovely, you know, facial toner.
Nice. Yeah. I love the carrot seed oil that you guys use in the gold.
Yes.
Like the note of that is just amazing.
Well, that also has
the oils are you using. Sorry, Sarah.
That has the helichrysum essential oil.
Oh, this has it in it as well. It's just very earthy. I quite like it. Yeah. What essential oils are you using in the moonstone?
The moonstone includes the blue chamomile. It also has a little bit of helichrysum. It has a clary sage, and then a little bit of lang lang. Yeah,
they're quite amazing. I mean, they just open you right up. You're like, whoa! It lifts you. I mean, it's amazing. It's really something. So people can find you at gemstoneorganic.com. Are you guys putting any baskets together or doing anything special discounts or anything people can take note of?
Yeah, we're actually created a few different baskets and packages for the holidays, and one that we're really excited about right now is called Give Thanks, and it actually includes 2 hydrosols and 2 candles. It's a perfect gift for anyone going to a holiday party, a Thanksgiving, anytime want to feel them, you can give them this little set of the dual hydrosols and the dual candles, which are actually connected together at the wick. They're very cute. And it's a great way to show someone that you care about them.
Absolutely. That's beautiful. And I highly recommend people try the creams. Try the creams. I'm using the gold. Many of you know I am 5 months pregnant. I'm using that gold on my belly as my belly grows because it's just absolutely stellar. And there's also the aloe vera in here, which is amazing. Beeswax, coconut oil, rose water, hemp oil, gem essence, and black seed oil, which is amazing. So yeah, I really encourage everyone to go to gemstoneorganic.com and take a look and read more about just the power behind these products. Read the information on the website. Is there anything else that you ladies want to say in closing?
Yeah, if you, besides just checking out our website, if you want to follow us on Instagram and Facebook, we have a pretty consistent presence there, and you can see what we're up to and what we're doing next and kind of connect.
Excellent idea. And just Gemstone Organic on Instagram and Facebook. And do you have a Twitter?
Yep, exactly.
Excellent. And y'all can find me, you can find me at healthyrecipiesin5.com, the number 5, healthyrecipiesin5.com. What we eat plays such a big part of the radiance of our skin and so many other things. So be sure to sign up for my newsletter, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you so much, Blythe.
Thank you. Bye.
That was great. Bye-bye.